JaidenAnimations got a cat. That's all there is to it. I don't know how else to spin this intro. She got a cat now. Yeah. Anyways, I like JaidenAnimations. I haven't watched her videos in a bit, but I'm here now, and I'm curious about this because I like her videos. I like cats, so yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. So let's do that, shall we?
For people who have been around for a while, you might be seeing the title and thinking, Jaiden, aren't you allergic to cats? And to that, I'd say yes.
Oh.
Kind of. I'm actually not sure anymore. And for the people who know anything
Well, are you or are you not?
about me, you might see the title and think, Jaiden, cats are literally the #1 natural predator to birds. And to that, I also say, yes.
Yeah, that's true. And didn't she get a second one too? Didn't she have a second one?
That one's 100% proven fact.
Yeah.
So let me back up a bit and explain how we got here, because all the cards in the world were stacked against the idea of me getting a cat. Growing up, I was irrefutably and absolutely allergic to cats. My best friend had like 3 of the things, and every time I would hang out or sleep over at her house, I would be a sneezy, watery-eyed, snotty mess.
Oh, jeez.
Can I have some water? Given the fact my brother was also allergic to cats, it was set that we were a dog family. My whole life I went around not giving cats a second thought. I never had anything actually against them, but since I was forced to stay 20 feet away from them or suffer the consequences, I just couldn't get to know them. Plus, as a kid, dogs were always more appealing.
That's gotta suck though, like being allergic to cats, because you see those cute little adorable critters and then you can't be near them because of how... because your body just rejects them. That's gotta suck. Unless you just genuinely hate cats, which... yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know how you can hate cats.
more likely to be bigger fans of playing and running around.
Unless you ever had an experience with like one of those cats that like only like its owners but hates everything else. Like it'd be all cuddly and cute and everything to its owner, but anytime literally anyone or anything else comes around it, it just hisses in anger and just is about like really close to lashing out. And if that's the only experience you got, then yeah, I can probably see how you'd hate cats. Yeah, that or you just don't care.
More approachable with their genetically bred unconditional love, and can overall be more forgiving. Cut to like 2 catless decades for me later, and I'm meeting Jacob for the first time at his place. As we're hanging out in his living room, his cat Fraser comes over and greets me.
Oh, what
Sorry, Fraser comes over.
I was on the wrong damn account.
And greets me. Fraser is extremely social and vain, so he's always expecting nothing less than a never-ending stream of attention from the people. Even though he's very cute and distinguished, I deployed my typical foolproof plan of don't touch the cat. Fraser realizes he's not getting any attention out of me and sits down nearby on the couch, but a bit later, Jacob's other cat ends up making an appearance. This one's Taylor. She's normally really shy.
Okay, I knew Alfred had a cat. I didn't know he had 2. Okay.
And hides, but does really like women, which I am. Taylor ended up crawling onto me and making herself really comfy in my womanly lap. Jacob, knowing I'm allergic, offered to take her away, but this was actually the first time a cat has ever done something like this to me. I've always been a bit of a cat magnet, if you want to call it that, because I act like they don't exist, which they interpret as me not pushing their boundaries and creating a comfortable environment for them to come up to me on their own terms.
Like, you're not giving me enough attention and I hate it. Stop what you're doing and give me attention. Attention now. Do it. Or at least that's how I'm interpreting it.
But never have I felt like a cat has chosen me like this before. I told Jacob I'm happy to let her stay comfortable on me, and I'll just reap the consequences of my sewing later on. This was my first extremely positive experience with the cat, and I honestly felt really happy and special and wanted to enjoy it. A few hours later, I'm saying my goodbyes, and during the drive back home, I realized I was completely fine. No sneezing, no itchy eyes, straight up nothing. I was so confused and curious. Thus, the start of my little cat experiment began. Every time I went over to Jacob's place, I would let the cats be as social as they wanted with me. If Taylor wanted to sit by me, I'd let her. If Fraser wanted attention...
So is it like an overcoming of allergies or something like that? Can you overcome allergy? I don't know. And as someone who has never had allergies in his life, I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, I don't know. Or maybe it's weird with cats. I don't know. My grandma has the same thing. Like the first time she interacted with a cat, she it didn't go so well. She's allergic, but supposedly she's interacted with other cats, but her allergies haven't acted up. So I'm like, is it like? So does it like? And so I'm just like, how does cat allergy work? I don't know, man.
I would pet him. At one point while we were watching a movie, Taylor literally decided to lay down on my neck, filling every one of my breaths with cat dander and hair. And you know what happened?
You didn't get sick?
No reaction.
Nice.
Not even a little drip of mucus. Somehow, sometime, I'd grown out of my cat allergy and never noticed. Apparently, every 7 years, people's allergies have the chance to change.
Oh.
Maybe being surrounded by
Okay, well, I guess that explains it then.
my friends' cats all throughout my childhood could have helped my body get more familiar with them. Either way, I've now unlocked the skill to survive cats.
Nice.
Oh, guys, it was incredible. Now that I'd been freed from my shackles, I immediately started taking time to get to know cats more. Instantly, they felt so much more cute and cool and approachable, and oh, I was really
adorable.
starting to like them more, especially since every time I would hang out at Jacob's place, Taylor would walk over and be around me and purr, and oh, it was amazing to be loved by a cat. So I really like cats now. And after some time, I decided I wanted one too. Jacob and I decided to peruse a local cat rescues website just to see what cats were available. I don't want to get one right away. There's a lot I have going on.
One thing I will say is do not get like one of those fucking hairless cats though, because as much as I like cats, I do not like those cats at all. Like, I don't know how their behavior shit works, but they are ugly as shit. Let's not even pretend they aren't, okay? Let's not even pretend.
But it doesn't hurt to— oh my god, that one! I want that one so bad. It's so cute. What's its name? Tostada? Tostada!
I love
my
it.
beloved. We have to send in an application. We have to. Hi, my name's Jaden. I love this cat. Please let me adopt it. Please.
Is that what she actually put on the application? You know, I could totally see her putting that on there.
What? You guys know me. I'm weak-willed and impulsive. My first mistake was liking cats to begin with. The rescue reached out a few days later for a cat screening interview to make sure we would be a good fit to be cat parents. After being approved, they told us we could pick any cat we wanted that was in their care. Of course, I asked about Tostada, but we were given the unfortunate news that she had already been adopted.
Damn. Then again, I guess that's to be expected. A cat this fucking cute totally would be getting adopted. Damn. Rip Tostada. Well, not rip, but damn. Rip the possibility of having Tostada. The possibility of having it went to 0. Damn.
Oh! We looked at the other cats available on their website, but unfortunately, none of them really stood out to me. The rescue ended up inviting us to a little Meet the Cats event they were hosting where we could see all the cats they had up for adoption in person, which was awesome because that was actually the first time I'd ever actually seen and held a kitten before. It was amazing. But as cute and tiny as they all were, there still wasn't one that called to me. I pried Jacob away from the kittens, headed home, and we started waiting. Every day I would check the rescue's cat list to see if any new ones caught my eye. I didn't even know what—
I haven't been paying attention to the names. Basti,
day I would check the
Cosette,
rescue's cat list
Binky, Cheddar,
to see if any—
Turbo, Just a Car, McDonald's, Chicken McNugget the Third, XXIV, what? Funny thing is, I can totally see that being an actual name for a cat. Like, I can totally see someone naming their cat that. And they'll have like a whole collar for it too, where they somehow fit the whole thing onto it as well. I can totally see that.
New ones caught my eye. I didn't even know what I was looking for, but waited for the universe to send me my perfect cat nonetheless. One morning, I refreshed the page and saw one new kitten added. A tortie they found in some dumpster named Scrabble, with the biggest eyes and forehead I'd seen in my life. Something about this bizarre little creature called to me. I messaged the rescue about Scrabble, and they told me she's available, putting me in touch with Scrabble's foster parents. Every day they sent me new little pictures of kitten Scrabble, and every photo I fell more and more in love with her. She seemed so silly and playful and those eyes. We got on a video call and they told me all about how big of a personality she has. Out of the 5 other kittens they were fostering, she was by far their favorite. The whole time we were talking, Scrabble was flipping around in their arms and looking at the camera with her giant orbs. I left that call knowing I found my cat. I needed to have little kitten Scrabble. Meeting her in person
the chosen one for you.
Only cemented it. She was shy at first, but after flinging around her worm toy, she immediately started hopping around and being the life of the party. I talked a lot to her foster parents, and they just gushed about how they wish they could keep her since they all loved her so much. Even though the rescue called her Scrabble, obviously that was more of a placeholder name. The foster parents called her Cammy, but neither of those really fit to me. However, I knew one name that
I'll be honest, I like Scrabble more than Cammy, if I'm being honestly.
Liked. Tostada. Yeah, I stole another kitten's name and pasted it
And we're still getting Tostada, okay. You know, who cares? It's fun. It's fine.
on mine. So what? Big deal. Tostada is a great name.
It
My
is.
Tostada is way more of a tostada than the other Tostada anyway.
True.
Look at her. I would have left with little Tostada in my arms that moment if I could. But unfortunately, Jacob and I were going out of town for 3 million weeks and had to wait to take her home until after.
That's a video I haven't watched yet. That Hatsune Miku video she made. I didn't watch that. Should I go back and watch that? I don't know.
We came back. She was all I could think about the entire time. I was shoving Tostada photos in everyone's face every chance I got. The foster parents were sending Tostada updates every day. I was overflowing with yearning for this cat. She was growing and learning about the world without me. Take me home to my child. Literally, the moment Jacob and I landed, we drove straight from the airport to the foster home to pick her up. I could not wait. We arrived home.
Oh, geez. That's how you know she loves that cat. That's how you know, because when that's the only thing on your mind, yep, that cat is yours now. It's like soulmates. And that's there you go.
With +1 Tostada. I couldn't believe it. I have a mammal now. And sorry, other mammal owners, but it's the best mammal in the whole wide universe.
True.
Jacob and I spent the entire day playing with her, letting her get used to her new surroundings. She was so cute and so tiny. Here's a video of her eating wet food with a big old chomp. As someone who's owned birds for 7 years at that point, it felt so strange to have a pet that was significantly less fragile. And also draws significantly less blood. You mean this thing can't fly up and get hit by the ceiling fan? Insane!
Jesus.
I've had to stop.
Did that actually happen? I only imagine how that would be like owning a bird when it just flies into the damn ceiling fan. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. That, yeah, no thanks. That, because I wouldn't know how to deal with it. Hell, I wouldn't know how to deal with birds in general. I don't really care too much whenever it comes to birds on it. I do like crows and ravens, but that's about it. Other than that, I just don't care about birds, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Interesting to learn about them, but I still don't care.
Tostada for a while now. She's 2 years old at the time of me posting this, and let me tell you, this thing has become a creature. First of all, eyes still giant, and
Nice.
she never blinks. Look at this. She was sitting on my desk looking like that long enough for me to notice, get my
The way it's animated, it's like Tostada is a damn plushie.
phone out of my pocket, pull up the camera app, put the camera in her face, and take a photo. And here's like 4 more. She is also app, put the camera in her face, and take a photo. And here's like 4 more.
Yeah, that's an adorable ass cat. I love it. Those fucking eyes, man. Reminds me of a cat my nana had once. It also had big eyes, but the difference was that everyone hated it. And the reason why everyone hated that cat, well, she had like 2 more, and everyone else loved the other 2 cats, but everyone hated this one cat she had. And everyone hated it because, you know how I said earlier, there are some cats that like love its owner but hates everyone else and will like attack them if they get too close? Yeah, that's the type of cat that was. That's the type of cat that was, and everyone hated that cat. Like, Jesus. Me included. Me, and with me being a huge cat lover, I hated that cat too. I love the other 2 cats, though. The other 2 cats were amazing. I love them. But I did not like that cat at all, because it kept on attacking me. And I did not like that. Yeah. Then I was like 6 at the time whenever it was still around. It's not around anymore. But Yeah, being a 6-year-old getting attacked by a cat that hates everyone will probably make you hate that. Or at least it did for me. I like the other two cats. The other two cats were very nice.
More. She is also not that smart. I'm sure you can deduce that by how she looks, but this thing has a single...
That's probably true, because based on the pictures, it looks like they've got nothing going on in their brains.
brain cell, and it's just another version of herself up there with a joystick. Jacob and I are fully convinced she can only form a few thoughts a day and only in single word nouns. Evidently, Tostada is also very scared of everything, always has been. Loud noises, quiet noises, no noises, movement of any kind. Even Jacob, a person she's been around all her little life post dumpster. There's been times where he'll be at his desk, moves his chair just a smidge, and she's darting out of the room.
Okay. It's definitely quite the skittish little thing, huh?
Time we were trying to explain to some friends how skittish she genuinely can be, and demonstrated it by grabbing a toy literally in front of her, raising it up a bit, lightly dropping it on the floor, still in front of her, and she bolted. You know how cats are genetically built to be good at balancing? Yeah. Well, Tostada can't even do that. She trips and falls and misplaces her feet all the time. On multiple occasions, she has tried to walk across my L-shaped desk and just missed and fell down. That's like the one thing that makes a cat, and nope, doesn't hit the mark there either. Damn. She's gotten better, but as a kitten, Tostada couldn't even jump. After I built her first cat tower, I watched as she attempted to jump up to the second level, not quite make it, and had to slam her arms down on the thing to hoist herself up like she was mountain climbing. But oh, is she the sweetest little thing. When I got a cat, I was expecting it to want its own space, come around when it wants, you know, general cat things. But this creature follows me from room to room with those high beams of hers. She sits on my lap while I'm at my computer, lays on my giant Pokemon plushes, mostly just looks up at me from the floor and just stares. When I'm sleeping, she'll just crawl into bed and tuck herself up right next to me. Look at all these photos of her straight up.
Yeah, this is how you know your cat loves you. That's how you know your cat loves you. I just gotta ask, who was taking the pictures while she was sleeping? Jacob? I don't know.
On me when I'm sleeping. Don't look too close so I don't have makeup on. Bedtime is sacred to her. She loves bedtime. If I'm working late, Tostada will come into my office around 9 or 10 p.m., aka past Tostada bedtime, and just start crying, scratching on my chair, rolling around on the floor. It's pitiful. And if I still don't move after that, she'll go into the bedroom and drag over her string toy she always plays with. It's just so sad and pathetic. I always play string with her when she brings it over though, don't worry. But lately, she's picked up another routine habit, which is pats. Not all cats like the pats, but Tostada lives off them. It's when you just slap a cat's butt and it looks like you're hurting them, but they actually love it. However,
yeah, I've done that before with a cat I used to have, and then they do like it, yeah.
Tostada's really particular about pats. First of all, I'm the allowed to give her pats. Jacob has tried, and she runs away scared and offended every single time. Second, she has to receive pats on a specific spot on the floor of the closet. If I try to give her pats in, like, my office, she bolts to her floor spot, staring at me to continue them over there. Also, she begs to be pat every single night. Like clockwork, she'll sit like a gargoyle in front of the closet and cry pitifully until I come over there. Now, when I finally...
It's patting time. Get your ass over here and fucking pat me, damn it.
Come over for pats, she'll flop on the floor and start horizontally rock climbing her way across the floor with her claws and tangle herself up in the Ethernet cables while I keep up the pats. You think I'm joking, but I'm very much not. This is the only way she accepts pats, and I have to give them to her every night or else she's miserable. Tostada's world is so small. She's really just around me, Jacob, Taylor, and Frazier, but she loves her simple family.
Okay, so how does she get along well? How does she act around Taylor and Frazier? No, I imagine well since, you know, nothing was brought up.
So much. When Kitten Tostada first met Frazier, she was terrified of him. She'd been around other adult cats before, but she'd never seen a flat cat in her life, and she was mortified. Of course, she's since warmed up to him, and they play together and hang out all the time, they're best friends. But Tostada loves Taylor. Always has. She looks up to Taylor like a little baby sister admiring her cool, awesome older sibling. Unfortunately, Taylor hates it. They literally have a SpongeBob Squidward type of sibling relationship, and Tostada is so oblivious to it. Taylor has annoyingly swatted at Tostada so many times just for existing around her that Tostada now thinks it's a fun little game they play and will start chasing and swatting back at Taylor happily, not understanding cat social cues. Of course, never in a way that's too far, but just enough to get on Taylor's nerves even more. Between the three of them, they all have such different little personalities and relationships to each other. It's made our lives so much more entertaining. And to anyone concerned about the birds, don't worry. I've got Ari and Tofu very separated from the cats. They're safe in their own blocked off room connected by a double door system that ensures no possible interaction between bird and cat. If anyone is thinking about getting cats and birds as pets, it is possible, but just make sure the two are very separate, especially if you have smaller birds like conures or budgies. I'm sure there's people out there that have trained their cats to be fine around a pet bird, but to me—
I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of effort and it's pretty hard too. But it is possible. There's what was it called? There's like this guy who has like a pet coyote, dog, and cats like all in one, and it's like, and they all get along pretty well, and it's like, damn. And it's like a coyote and everything. Which was a whole story of how he got the coyote and everything too. What was it called? I don't remember. But yeah, you can pretty much train animal to get along with each other if you grow up with each other and everything and treat it right and all that stuff. And probably some other conditions I'm missing too, but no. But I don't know how well that would go with Tostada and Ari and whatever the other bird's name is. I forgot now.
All it takes is one accident or attack for you to just not have a bird anymore. Plus, having the two of them takes a huge amount of time and commitment. I've said it before and I'll say it forever. I love my birds to death, but they do not make good pets for the very large majority of people. In terms of allergies, I do think I was originally still a little bit allergic to Tostada, ironically. When I first got her, I was sneezy and sniffling. Nothing allergy pills couldn't fix, and it never was as bad as my original cat allergy, but
so I guess it just died down over time where you're not as allergic, I guess, to the point where it's like probably not a big deal, especially if you can solve with allergy pills, but yeah, I guess that works.
I think I've been growing out of that one too, because nowadays I don't have any reaction to her at all. Bodies are a mystery. I am building my immunity to everything.
Well, there you go.
Next up is rat poison. I would make a video talking about this.
Oh no. Oh Jesus.
Thing, but Tostada's just got such a funny little personality and has become such a big part of my life. She may be the description of autism, but I love her more than the world itself, and I know I'm the center of her little life too. I don't even see her as a cat. She's just a little creature that follows me around looking weird, but I love it, and I'm so glad I grew out of my cat allergy just so I can have her.
Oh yeah.
It really has been so different owning a cat, mainly because I know Tostada won't just bite me at any given chance, unlike some avian creatures. Thanks for watching the video. Heads up, I'm going to be announcing new merch again soon, so be on the lookout for that. The last drop went so well, and I'm really glad that so many of you guys enjoyed it. I'm so excited to finally be getting back into making fun merch, and it really helps me out a lot. All right, sorry, thanks. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
I just want to appreciate that. Oh, okay. That was a really good video, and I think Tostada is fucking adorable. That is an adorable ass cat. I love it. I love it. What a cute, adorable little creature they are. I don't remember if Tostada is a boy or a girl. I don't know, but yeah. I missed it. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. If you enjoyed it, check out the original video, which will be linked in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.